Up next, Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Payday.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So it's the Mavericks now. After the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time, Porzingis in the right spot.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Doncic feeling it out. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard inside. Outside Jackson. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
And here is Kleba. Doncic outside. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Brunson against Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball, and George with the stuff.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. George against Richardson. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
George against Richardson. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George.
Embracing the hit on the way up. Rondo hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Now here is Hardaway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Cousins comes over to help. Beverley against Redick. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Beverley against Redick. Kennard for three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks trailing. And Redick kicks to Hardaway. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Redick against Beverley. And the pass to Cousins. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Both good from the line that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They lead by 2. And we'll close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Powell. Doncic out there with Trey Burke. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at center. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Uncovered. Man can't hit. Here's Powell. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
The Clippers trail. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Just 2 to shoot. Now the Mavericks with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Offline with his 3. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Man passes to Cousins. He kicks to Beverley. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, Beverley doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Doncic against Beverley. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid the price.
Doncic against Beverley. The jump hook. That one off the back iron and out.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Pass to Cousins. Pass to Man. Back to Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverly, the pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
A good job of reading the pick and roll there from Patrick. You give him a passing lane, he's going to get to it.
Doncic outside. Powell in the high post. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for foul. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Brunson scanning the floor. Dallas again missing. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hardaway has got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time.
And George kicks to Batum. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Batum's got his first points of the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Jackson. And the wide open shot for Morris. No good on the three. And some good action through the first two. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And here's Doncic from the arc. No good that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Kleba. Porzingis inside. Zubac defending. Porzingis can't hit.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Outside Jackson. Now the feed to Morris. Knocks it loose. It's Richardson on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The jump hook, that one, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Doncic outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. To end the cold streak. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Jackson misses.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson, and it's Burke in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now here's Rondo. And the layup's good off the glass. Rondo's got his second basket.
And you get into the painted area. Rondo's got great touch on the inside.
Burke, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Batum. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Doncic.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside Rondo, kicks to Leonard. Kennard on the wing. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Batum against Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now here's Rondo. Burke covering. Back to Rondo. He feeds it to Batum. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Dallas.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Batum scanning the floor. Man passes to Batum. Kennard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard, that's for 2. Los Angeles with another miss. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
He does a lot of work on the perimeter, but don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Leonard with the steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And that one drops.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. Over Leonard. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Hardaway.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And George, here we go. Here's Morris with plenty of space. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 4. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. Here's Jackson outside for George. Again, Los Angeles.
Now Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Mavericks trail by 6. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Brunson against Jackson. And there's the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Over Jackson. Brunson, no good. Clippers leading by 6. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. George passes to Zubac. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Leonard. A wide open look here for Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. George with the bucket.
Well, on that kind of move, Paul George is such a great scorer. He can stay in control even at full speed.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Finney Smith passes to Brunson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. And the Clippers with the change here, too. Beverly's checked in. George looking around. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks trail by 8. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Hardaway with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic with the bucket. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Leonard against Hardaway. Leonard kicks to George. Clock at 6. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Hardaway. Up again. The Mavericks rebound. Pass to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Misses the three. Leonard against Richardson. Pass to Morris. Outside, George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Beverly dishes to George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Jackson against Richardson. Passes it to Doncic. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus. And we'll see some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Morris in at the 1. Bull kicks to Morris. To the inside. Pulls up. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now, here's Richardson following the miss by Jokic. Richardson, no luck. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Morris with the ball. Here's Gordon. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Doncic looking it over. Porzingis high post. Passes to Finney-Smith. And airballs the triple. That one was way off.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Now, here is Morris. Now, here's Jokic. Outside, Porter. Pass to Bull. 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Kleba. Off the left rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that one, good.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Here's Doncic. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Richardson outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis with the ball. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Monte Morris. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Here's Harrison. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Nuggets trail by 3. To the paint. Green kicks to Porter. Shoots over Redick. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Brunson scanning the floor. Outside, Redick. Now the pass to Cauley Stein. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Outside, Gordon. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Porter. Rivers passes to Millsap. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Passes it to Reddick. 1:05 left to play in the first. Hardaway passes to Brunson. Lets it go. Hardaway, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Millsap kicks to Rivers. And that one comes up a bit short. The Mavericks leading. Now, Cauley Stein still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Harrison passes to Rivers. Here is McGee. Guarded by Hardaway with the shot. The shot's good from McGee.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside Hardaway. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Mavericks lead by 1. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they've played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley Stein in at the center, filling out the middle. Morris kicks to McGee. Just 3 to shoot. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Powell. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
2 points. That one goes.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Burke with it. Cauley Stein. Chip back in for 2.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Gordon, the pass to Morris. Over Burke. In deep. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from McGee.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Brunson kicks to Burke. From the high post, and he connects with the jumper. Burke's got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Brunson, good.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Green, he's checked in for Denver. Rivers comes in for Morris. Rivers passes to Harrison. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 5. Dallas moving the ball around. Out to Doncic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
Harrison passes to Millsap. Back to Harrison. Pass to McGee. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Green, the pass to Jokic. Over Kleba. Bank shot, no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Kleba. Wide open. Drops in the tray. Kleba's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic, to end the drought. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 13. Campazzo now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Here's Doncic. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Richardson's got 5 points so far.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
And so it's the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Bull in at the center position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. 5 on the clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target with his 3.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
It's stolen by Morris. The pass to Jokic. Back to Morris. Passes it to Jokic. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Bull. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Richardson gets a wide open look. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Throws it up high. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Mavericks leading by 11. The teardrop falls in. And that's now 7 points for Josh Richardson.
Well, how about Richardson with the nice touch on the floater? This is not an easy shot, folks, and he did it with confidence there.
Porter dishes the ball. He gets that one.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And here is Doncic. He's got 5. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And they double up Doncic.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for Denver. Millsap comes in for Bull. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Michael Porter. Dallas also making some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Maxi Kleber. Trey Burke comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Gordon against Hardaway. Harrison passes to Jokic. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Monte Morris. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Melly's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Inside, here's McGee, and the basket is good. McGee's got 8 points. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Here's Millsap. And again, it's Denver.
Good to see Millsap rise up from mid-range because he's pretty proficient from there.
Pass to Burke. Kicks it to Hardaway. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. The Nuggets trail by 9. Millsap dishes to Rivers. Shoots over Burke. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Denver shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Hardaway is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Marjanovic in at center. 3 on the clock. Campazzo. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dallas moving the ball around. Cross contact on the and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Floats one up, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. And Dallas also making the switch. Porzingis is checked in. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. Doncic against Morris. There's the pass to Jokic. Back to Morris. Down low. Puts it up. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Morris.
When you let Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
Doncic against Morris. The shake. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. That one goes. Count it. Porzingis has got his first basket.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Passes it to Jokic. Over Porzingis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Another miss by Jokic. Dallas leading by 7. Richardson left side. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Bol, he's checked in for Denver. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Jokic with the bucket.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Doncic finds Kleber. Porzingis with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Morris looking over the floor. Bol It's not going to go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Kleba inside. Jokic defending. Pass to Porzingis. Over Jokic. In the corner, it's Kleba. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. And he'll shoot free throws here. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Millsap comes in for Porter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Richardson shoots the three. Jokic grabs the miss.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Millsap misses. And there's the pass to Richardson. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
Looking live. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Morris, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bull, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Jackson in at the point.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. George against Porter. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to George. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And both teams, Doris, battling injuries.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Zubac kicks to Leonard. And the pass to Morris. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
Porter with it. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by George.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bull, the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Yes, that goes in.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Porter, and it's sent back by George. Zubac the pass to Morris. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
George against Porter. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Rivers. Passes it to Harrison. Outside, Green. Harrison scanning the floor. No good on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Rondo.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Rivers against George. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Tries from the block. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. All going up court. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Green. Back to Rivers. Feeds it to McGee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And up the floor again, the Clippers running the floor. Here's George. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. George has got his second basket of the game.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Beverly, just 5 on the clock. The 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Millsap finds Jokic. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now here's Beverly. It's Kennard, top of the key. Dishes it to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Wide open look. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Rivers passes to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. Aaron Gordon comes in for JaMychal Green. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Rivers. And Morris subbed in for Harrison. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Zubac, that's good.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. One-on-one fast break, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bol. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Harrison in for Morris.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Here's Harrison. Over in the corner, Green. Millsap passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And the wide open shot from Morris. The offensive rebound. Zubac finds Rondo. Outside for Jackson. Misses the 3. The Nuggets trail by 4. McGee, the pass to Rivers. The feed to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Green against Kennard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. 1:05 left in the first half. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Morris into the lane. Deflects the pass. McGee, the pass to Harrison. Kicks it to Millsap. Outside, Green. There's Harrison, guarded by Jackson. And that one's good, Harrison. Harrison's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Rondo. 15 seconds left here in the second. Rivers surveying the D. Millsap dishes to McGee. And it comes off the front of the rim. So the clock runs out with the score tied going in.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, for the Clippers, Kenny, give us your take.
Man, their fans know how to get.
And that's going to do it for us here.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Jackson. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it with double checking, and the game continues on.
He had a nice open look right there. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
To the middle, here's Jokic, up and in from the low block. Jokic has got 8 points.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Jackson against Morris. In the corner, George with it. Back to Jackson from downtown. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Jokic. And that one is off. Nice D from Cousins. In the corner, George with it. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A 2-point game. From the stripe. And that's good for 2. He's got 10.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's George. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Shaquille Harris comes in for Morris. Now, here's Batum. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Outside for Batum. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Gordon finds Millsap for the lead. Banked in off the glass. Millsap's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Porter in the corner. Gordon for 3. Porter passes to Jokic. Over Leonard. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's George. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
There's Harrison. He's got 5. Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Here's Harrison. Shot clock at 6. Porter kicks to Harrison. Kept alive. Jokic. It's blocked. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Up top, Batum. Millsap against George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Bounce pass, Gordon. Millsap passes to Harrison. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Outside Jackson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we wrap up the third, and looking to be an exciting. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got JaVale McGee. Monte Morris is out there at Porter. And it's JaMychal Green, and it's Millsap in at the 3. And Morris throws it down.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Now, here is Morris. He dishes it to McGee. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
For the Nuggets, Austin Rivers comes in for Porter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Monte Morris. Here is Rondo. And he makes good on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Puts it up from 15. Rivers can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Kennard. Jackson has the open look.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Bangs home the trifecta.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Rondo passes to Kennard. Rondo scanning the floor. Back to Kennard. The three-pointer off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And Jokic throws it down.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Kennard against Gordon. And stolen by Gordon. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Leonard, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's George in for Rajon Rondo. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Now, here's Leonard, following the miss by Paul Millsap. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Morris passes to Jokic. Here's McGee. Pass to Jokic. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half. Up top, Leonard, defended by Gordon. Back to Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1:07 left in the game. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Morris. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 Finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
Here's Harrison. Off on the layup. Right side, Leonard. George, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Jokic passes to McGee. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Now George. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Leonard has it in the corner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Kawhi Leonard is a career 85% free throw shooter. You do not want to put him at the line.
Kawhi Leonard. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
The shot by Harrison, no good. Morris right side. And Morris throws it down.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at center. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And so here is Dallas. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple. Another shot out to Porzingis. Lots of room. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. All alone. Porzingis with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Morris kicks to Jackson. Now the pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Nobody near George. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Finney-Smith's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
George looking around. Pass to Leonard. Outside for George. Porzingis with the steal. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Morris passes to Leonard. That one's off. Still out of sync. Mavericks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Hardaway. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now George. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Clippers trail by 8. Cousins with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Super assertive on the offensive end. Something Josh has worked on, and it's paid off.
It's his first trip to the line. A different look for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for George. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Rondo. Feeds to Batum. And the shot goes down.
Love watching Rondo drop dimes out there. His court vision is just out of this world.
Rondo against Brunson. To the inside. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Pass to Kennard. Lets it go from 11. Tips it up. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 8. Ollie Stein in the post. Cousins is there. Richardson finds Hardaway. Powell against Batum. Fade away. The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And that one's good. Beverly.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Kennard against Hardaway. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Here's Rondo, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Mann in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Mann. Cousins, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Powell kicks to Brunson. Cousins pulls it in. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Mavericks leading by 8.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The pass to Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Batum. And that one hits back iron.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And it's in there. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Mann. The dish to Batum. And no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Powell. Rebound by the Clippers. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on J.J. Redick.
Quick first step. Beverly showing he's not just a 3-point shooter at the offensive end.
The first one falls.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Clippers trail by 10. Nobody near Leonard. And the three ball is good. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doncic looking it over. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
George against Hardaway. Kicks it out to Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Finney-Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now an 11-point Maverick lead. Everly with the ball. 6 points for him. Outside, George. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Kleber kicks to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, it's Kleber. Pass to Doncic. Hardaway with the bounce pass. Porzingis inside. Zubac's defending. Here's Kleber, and he banks in the layup.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And here's Beverly. Oh, Moore's in position. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a brute. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel moves. Great trick. And that'll do it for up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. A leaner. Here's Kleber. That one good for 2. Kleber's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Right side, George. A 3 from Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 6 points.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
Passes it to Kleber. Back to Richardson. From deep. Ball's knocked loose. Porzingis inside. Jackson on him. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for George. The Mavericks also with a sub. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson dishes to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Batum's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. Doncic against Jackson. Fires the three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Batum attacking. Richardson against Rondo. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic passes to Kleba. Outside, Redick. Over in the corner, Doncic. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Bucket is good. 7 points for Porzingis.
Offensively, there's few things on the court Porzingis can't do. He can use his length, strength, or both.
Now, here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that one's good. Leonard.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall. And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The pass to Burke. 1:05 left to play in the third.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Burke. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Rondo. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to Rondo. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now, here's Kennard. Burke covering. Morris kicks to Rondo. Over Brunson. Rondo's shot is off. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Kennard in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And stolen by Richardson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis on the follow.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backcourt.
Beverly against Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Kleba's checked in. Doncic passes to Kleba. Out to Doncic. Clock at 6. Pass to Richardson. The Mavericks rebound.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Outside, George. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They get the rebound. Richardson kicks to Kleba. Gets a very good look and converts. Kleba's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Jackson passes to Beverly. Back to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. Buries the long-range jumper.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Richardson outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's the floater. Up again. Porzingis on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Beverly against Richardson. Morris, left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, and that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Passes it to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. No good with the triple.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Kleba kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis can't hit. Clippers trail by 14. Richardson against George. Hands the 12-footer.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Shot clock reset for Dallas.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock. That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's George. Out to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson passes to George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Now the pass to Finney Smith. For three, Richardson. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
You've got to stay disciplined. Just a lapse defensively. With that said, Richardson's becoming trickier on the offensive end.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. It's Jackson with the drive. Oturu, the pass to Jackson. Inside, and the layup is good.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And Redick kicks to Brunson. Marjanovic passes to Brunson. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to GA.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porter. Out to Morris, 6 to shoot. Here's Rivers. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Morris against Doncic. Fires the 3. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Just 5 to shoot. From 15 feet away, and the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Dallas. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Porzingis against Jokic. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. On the wing, Porter. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Porter. That shot off, and it's Dallas the other way. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Over Morris. Gordon against Kleber. Porzingis inside. Sweet move. Back to Kleber. Clock is at 3. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, Porzingis obviously is the man here and stepping into a leadership role, willing to share the wealth on that play.
Now, here is Morris. He dishes it to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
The 3 for Doncic. That one doesn't drop. And Denver the other way now.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Now, Jokic following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Richardson right side. .156 left to play here in the first. Doncic, the offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
You can hear the coaches from the sideline saying, stay down. You can't fall for the pump fake, but Porzingis adept at it there.
And Jokic likes physical play. He embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Now, here's Bull. Here's Harrison. Trains it from 9 feet away.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Outside Hardaway to the paint. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Good on the three-point shot.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
1:03 left here in the first quarter. Here's Harrison, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Knocked away. Here's Porzingis, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Bull. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. That gives them the lead.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Brunson kicks to Reddick. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis against McGee. Porzingis passes to Powell. McGee with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Five seconds left to play in the first quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets lead by. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Harrison out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Bull, and it's JaMychal Green, and it's McGee in at the center position. Denver in the lead. Outside Millsap. And the pass to Harrison. Back to Millsap. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. A putback. Here's Powell. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Powell's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Dallas. Harrison scanning the floor. Pass to Bull. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Bull's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets. The Mavericks have drawn 1 of 6 in the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Stolen. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Harrison. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harrison's got 6.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brunson, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. From outside the arc. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. Now Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley Stein is he's up and over the top of everyone.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shot left block. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Green. And it's 6 points for Bull. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Over Harrison. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Harrison passes to Bull. Shoots over Burke. Almost, but it rolls out.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Green against Powell. His first shot coming late. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Harrison passes to Green. McGee with it. Shoots. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Burke can't get it to go.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Here's Harrison. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trailed by 5. From 12 feet out. And that one's good. Burke.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Outside Millsap. Takes a 3. Denver gets it back. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Dallas shooting just 31% in the game. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Yeah, loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Doncic. Cauley-Stein dishes to Doncic for the lead. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. Love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Stolen by Rivers. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Kleba. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Doncic against Morris. Passes to Porter. Elbow shot. 5 on the clock. And it's Denver scoring again.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Pass to Kleba. And here's Porzingis. No stopping him there. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's Porter with the 3, nailed from three-point land. Porter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Doncic. And no good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Gordon against Redick. And it's Jokic in the corner. He kicks it to Millsap. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, Redick used properly can be lethal for your offense. You just can't afford to fall asleep on it.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Cole comes in for Michael Porter. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Austin Rivers.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And they double up Doncic. The pass to Kleba. Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 7. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Doncic finds Hardaway. Back to Doncic. It's to Porzingis. Shoots over McGee. The putback. Kleba controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside, Green. Dishes it to Millsap. There's Harrison. Kleba defending. Millsap kicks to Harrison. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 7. And fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. So on the floor for Denver. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Monte Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. Here's Jokic. And he makes that one. That's 10 points for Jokic.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Down low, here's Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Let's go. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Nuggets leading by 9. Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Rivers scanning the floor. Passes it to Jokic. Over Porzingis. And it's Jokic missing. Dallas shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Morris inside. Guarded by Porzingis. Back to Morris. There's the pass to Jokic. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Redick for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Jokic with the bucket. Here's Brunson. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the pass to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Pass to Millsap. Shoots over Brunson. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
Redick finds Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. And he lays it straight in.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Morris passes to Jokic. Lets the 3 fly. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Now, your big man out on the perimeter can cause all kinds of problems for a defense, and Jokic has the range.
On the wing, Hardaway. .146 left to play in the final quarter. From 13, Finney-Smith. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Millsap. Outside Gordon. From the arc. That shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Jokic. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nuggets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
For the 3. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Richardson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Cole kicks to Porter. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Pass to Harrison. So the Nuggets win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, Morris is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at power forward. Now, here is Morris. Kicks it to Bull. Back to Morris. Outside Gordon. Pass to Bull. Clock at 4. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. 3 on 3. Morris dishes to Jackson. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here's Jokic. Gordon. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Nobody near George. Zubac kicks to George. Jackson passes to Leonard. And the three off target. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Jokic. Count that bucket.
When you let Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
And here's Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And Morris throws it down.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Now, here's George. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Morris inside. Jokic defending. 5 to shoot. Jackson drives in, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Morris. And then for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Harrison passes to Porter. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Harrison after Rajon Rondo's bucket, and Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down, and Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Now here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Harrison scanning the floor. The pass to Millsap. He kicks it to Green. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Rivers can't get it to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Rondo passes to Kennard. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Passes it to Rivers. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Batum with the steal. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. And the wide open shot from Green. And another miss by Denver. Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Now Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And McGee kicks to Harrison. Lock at 6. Dishes to Millsap. Over Batum. And that one's good. Millsap.
And I think this is where Millsap is most effective. Close to the rim. He has a commanding presence.
Gets it off. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good, close contest so far as we finish the first. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Beverley. Here's Zubac, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D for the Nuggets. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bold. JaMychal Green comes in for Gordon, and it's Rivers in for Monte Morris. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Pass to Green. Here's Millsap, covered by Morris. Rivers with it. No points in the game yet for him. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Zubac.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's man to the wing right side. Zubac kicks to Beverley. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Leonard. On the wing, Morris. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Here's man. Millsap covering. Man can't hit. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now here's Beverley. He's tightly guarded. Here's Zubac. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Nuggets now in offense. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Green against Beverley. Here's Millsap. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. On the wing, Green. Millsap inside, covered by Morris. Millsap misses. And Los Angeles guys shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Count that one.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Harrison, Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason.
Is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac, but 2
Shot over good defense.
And Jokic throws it down.
Grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids.
The Nuggets hitting the bucket, kicks to Cousins. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Cousins has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, we've seen Boogie hit threes now. Mid-range game, that's no problem either.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Bol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And like his father, Manute, Bole's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Rondo. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake, but they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Morris dishes the Bol. Over Rondo, and it's Bol that time on the assist by Morris. Bol's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Back to George. There's the triple, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Rajon Rondo with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Bol. Then it's Porter. And it's Morris in at the point. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Shot clock at 3. Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Porter. Outside Gordon. Porter finds Gordon. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. George passes to Zubac. Outside for George. From deep. The Clippers rebound. Back to Jackson. There's the pass to George. Tries again. Morris right side. Again, Los Angeles.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Morris looking over the floor. Porter passes to Bol. Drops it in from 11 feet. Bol's got the game tied up here for Denver.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks it out to Leonard. Denver grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And that one's good, George.
Boy, how about the deceptive strength of George fending off the defense exceedingly well there and taking the ball strong to the rack.
Now, here's Jokic. Denver passing it around. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got 6. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Here's Harrison, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. He feeds it to Millsap. Rivers dishes to Millsap, and the layup falls. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Superb concentration that time from Millsap, the veteran, just able to overpower the defense on these tough finishes.
Here's Rondo. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Millsap's running. Harrison passes to Green. Back to Harrison. He kicks it to McGee. It's stolen by Rondo. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Yep, that one goes. He has 6.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now here's Rivers. Harrison in the corner. Millsap dishes to Rivers. Passes it to Green. The 3. It's a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard with the ball. And he overshot that one, missing. It's Rivers on the wing. McGee finds Green. Launches it. That one doesn't go. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Patrick Beverley out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Leonard in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Now here's Beverley. Back to Zubac. Good, nice job down low.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Rivers passes to Jokic. Back to Rivers. Pass to Jokic. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Jackson. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Rivers dishes to McGee. Outside, Green. Morris against Millsap. Rivers surveying the D. And he lobs it up toward the rim. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Harrison kicks to McGee. And yes, it's good. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
Now, here's Beverly. Morris right side. And Morris throws it down.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Now here's Rivers. The pass to Harrison. Here is McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Rivers passes to McGee. Up again. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in for Patrick Beverley. And that's an intentional foul. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Porter finds Morris. Outside Porter. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Bull. Takes it from 10. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Jackson. And stolen by Bull. Oh, Morris in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Morris dishes to Jackson. And it's sent back by Jokic. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Bull the pass to Gordon. And here's Porter. Now Jokic. He's covered by Leonard. Jokic kicks to Bull. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard dishes to Morris. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris passes to Porter. Here's Jokic. It falls!
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Leonard kicks to Cousins. Over Bull. And Morris throws it down.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 40. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ivica Zubac.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And the Clippers call time here. Here's George. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup. Morris now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. Here's Morris. Drops in the layup for 2. Morris has got the first basket here in overtime for Los Angeles.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And it's Jokic missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's George. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And here's Rondo. Leonard on the wing. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morris dishes the ball. Rondo with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Leonard finds Morris. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. A special move before the shot. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, and an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Now, here's Jokic. That one drops for him.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Now George. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. And they'll turn over. Could not get off his shot before second violation. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. 4-point game. Morris passes to Gordon. Back to Morris. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Morris finds George. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Gordon.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points, or you can kiss this baby goodnight. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Leonard. Missed.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
To take the lead. Good!
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
The 3 from George. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Denver. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.